Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to ShadowStitch Plays. Today we're going to be doing our week 6 of the CBN, going up against my good buddy James and his Jamestown JalaHypnos. So yeah, this should be definitely an interesting one. He has an interesting team for sure, and I think we might have a chance to take this one. We'll see though. He's definitely a very creative team builder. I've used a couple of his rental teams that he's made before, and like they're just very interesting, very different. So yeah, like it should be kind of a neat one. So yeah. But anyway, let's just look at the team that he has access to today. So he's got the Regieleki, which is an amazing support Pokemon, but also a very, very powerful freaking Pokemon. Not only the speed is just astronomical, but like the transistor ability is just insane. Okay. The transistor ability is just insane, and it just he has no reason not to run Modest this week. So yeah, he could probably even just like run Quiet at minimum speed, and he could probably outspeed like every single Pokemon on my team and then some. So yeah, I do not have anything remotely close to this thing's speed tier, but we will see. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. Entei is pretty cool. It has the Inner Focus ability, which did get buffed this generation. Not only does it prevent Flinch, but it also prevents Intimidate. So Scraggy is not going to be very helpful against that. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Talonflame, which is neat. Obviously, the Gale Wings ability going to make Brave Bird and Tailwind really, really strong for him. But of course, we do have the Psychic Terrain floating around, so we are going to be avoiding those really strong attacks and Trick Room team. So Tailwind is not really that big of a deal. So yeah, there's that. Araquanid. It's really great for him because it's one of his slowest mons. 42 base speed is not the slowest on the block, but it's definitely down there. So I could definitely see him bring Araquanid just to help counter the Trick Room. Also, it does have Wide Guard, and I do have a lot of very strong spread attackers, so that's something that we might have to keep an eye out for. So yeah, Araquanid does seem pretty good here. So Jellicent also is his best way to stop Trick Room. So like he does have Imprison Trick Room. It has Taunt if we are trying to set up Trick Room with something else. But yeah, so like I think that's pretty solid there for him potentially. Butterfree seems okay. It does have Rage Powder, which is neat, and it does have obviously Compound Ice Sleep Powder, which could be very, very annoying. But it could be a neat little support set. Nothing too crazy though. Cramorant is interesting. I don't know much about Cramorant, but whatever. It can go for Surf. It can go for like Dive and get that Gulp Missile ability off. That should be fine. I guess. I mean, but it might come. It might not. I have no idea. So there's that. Licky. We have no weather, so Cloud9's not really that great. However, it is very, very bulky and very, very chunky, so it's probably fine to come here, despite me having a Conch Elder, but you never know. So, but yeah, I don't think it gets Trick Room. No, it does not. So, there is that, nonetheless. So, next he's got Sharpedo. I honestly have no idea what Sharpedo's doing. I don't think he's brought it once. I mean, obviously it's speed boost, but I mean, his team is not lacking for speed, but whatever. Yeah, there's that. And then Mr. Mime Galar, it does learn Trick Room. Does it learn Imprison? It does not learn Imprison. So this thing can also reverse Trick Room if it wants to. It can bring like Screen Cleaner to set up screens. We don't really have anything that can fall asleep, so no, we can sleep anything, so that's not really coming. So I'm probably gonna think it's probably just gonna be Screen Cleaner, unless he's like bringing Manual Hail, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so there is that though. That's the team. like I said, I think the Araquanid is a great bring here. I think Jellicent is a pretty solid bring. Licky could come as long as it could dodge the freaking thing. Mr. Mime Galar could potentially come. Regieleki could come just for offense, but that's about it. Entei could come. Butterfree maybe. I have no idea what Sharpedo and Cramorant would do, but maybe one of those could come, but we'll see. So, but anyway, there you go. There's his team. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're bringing this week. So we have Hatterene with the Magic Battle. She's going to be holding a Citrus Berry this week because his best way to stop our Trick Room, pretty much, it looks like, is going to be overpowering the Trick Room, or it's going to be overpowering it by, like, hitting the Hatterene really, really hard with some spread moves, or just imprison Trick Rooming, which we do have ways to get around that, so that should be interesting. So, Expanding Force, Dazzling Gleam is really all we need. We will have to watch out for that Araquanid, like I said, so we can, just avoid that Wide Guard. But as long as we have one of our other really strong single attackers, or single target attackers, we should be okay. But that's definitely something to watch out for, because as long as that Araquanid is on the field, we can't really click Expanding Force that consistently, so that's nice. Indeedee, we are actually running a little bit of Speedy Indeedee because he does have some stuff that we can potentially outspeed, and we don't really need to be Trick Room reliant that much anyway. So we are running Safety Goggles. I couldn't really think of another better item for this, maybe like a Focus Sash or something like that. But if we're taking some spread moves, the Focus Sash is not really going to be that useful because we're not going to die to anything anyway. We have a little bit of special defense, we have a little bit of defense, we have some special attack, and I saw 4 actually ended up giving us enough speed to actually outspeed minimum speed Cramorant, so I'm like, yeah, why not? So let's just do that. So we threw that last 4 in there, and yeah, so this is pretty good. Nothing too crazy here. We got Follow Me, Expanding Force. We're running the Counter Imprison strat, so if he does choose to go for Imprison Trick Room to stop us, we can just imprison the Imprison, and there's no reason that we should be slower than a Jellicent, but you never know. So there is that, and then just Protect, just to because we don't really need much more than that. So Gastrodon is up next. So he has a lot of water type attackers. He has obviously the Jellicent, Araquanid. He's got the Regieleki, so the ground type's great for that. We will have to watch out for Freeze Dries from Mr. Mime. And then obviously the Cramorant and the Sharpedo are water type attackers. But yeah, a fully specially defensive Gastrodon looks great here. We can Toxic, slap a Toxic on like the Araquanid, and we can just pretty much completely stall that thing out. So we're not really we can't do a lot of direct damage to the Araquanid with Gastrodon, but you pretty much Toxic it, it's kind of ruined from there. So that's kind of the game plan there with Gastrodon, at least, and it can't really do much damage back to us. And then we just fire up some Muddy Waters, we fire up some Earth Powers, we go for Recover. Nothing too crazy. We eat up our leftovers. Yeah, it's just Gastrodon doing Gastrodon things like usual. Alright, next up we have Dusknoir. We're holding a Mental Herb. I couldn't really think of another better item, I guess, because this is our secondary Trick Room setter, so we can go for Trick Room. We can pair this up also with Hatterene, and we can say, all right, who's gonna go for Trick Room? One can go for Trick Room, one can go for like Taunt, and there's that. So yeah, Pain Split, just to try to top us off. So just like Gastrodon, especially defensive, Dusknoir is going to be physically defensive, so we're gonna have to do that. And then Poltergeist just hits really, really hard on the majority of the team, which is awesome. And then yeah, just Trick Room, just to set up Trick Room as well. So, and we can Taunt and posing like Jellicent that's trying to Trick Room. to reverse or Trick Room or something like that, which is really, really cool. Also, it stops it from like spamming Recover and stuff, so that's nice. Alright, there you go. And then next up, we got Conkeldurr. This is pretty much the same exact Conkeldurr that we brought last week. You know, it's the Flame Orb, Drain Punch, Knockoff, Wide Guard, and Protect. And then just max attack, max HP. Didn't need really anything else too crazy with this. You know, the Flame Orb and the Wide Guard and the Protect and everything just works really well and just matches up super well with the rest of his team. So yeah, I pretty much can hit like everything like really, really hard, and that's kind of what Conkeldurr's for. So yeah, that's pretty good. Drampa is up next. We are running Sapsipper just so we can never be sleeped by the Butterfree, and he doesn't really have anything else that like Cloud9 obviously wouldn't be that useful here. Berserk could potentially obviously be useful, but you know, that's okay. We are running an Assault Vest because he does have a lot of decent special attackers, like, you know, the Mr. Mindvillar, the Regieleki, the Cramorant, the Jellicent. But yeah, I really wanted like all these moves anyway though, so like I was like, why not? Let's just throw an Assault Vest on here. Hyper Voice, you know, strong stab, spread damage. Surf is also really nice because it's going to pair well with our Gastrodon. So usually we're not going to be clicking Surf, but you know, that is an option that we can go for, and to power up our Gastrodon as well. We got Thunderbolt, so we can hit like his myriad of water types, because he does have a lot, and I guess his flying types as well. So he has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like over half of his team is weak to electric. So Drampa looks great here for that, which is nice. And then Draco Meteor just to get a giant burst of damage off when we need it. And yeah, so max special attack, max HP, nothing crazy here as well. And yeah, seems pretty nice. But anyway, that is the team that we are going to be going in with. I think it's a decent team. Nothing too crazy on the EV spreads outside of like the Indeedee this week. Everything else is pretty much just max, because that's really about all I really needed. I did run a couple calcs, but they ended up not really mattering. I mean, when you have nice bulky mons like these, you know, with decent HPs, I guess Hatterene and Dusknoir, but you know, they make up for it with their defenses. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I kind of like it. So, but anyway, that is going to be it. I will see you guys in the battle in just a little bit. All right, here we go. So that's the 6 that I think might come up there. Honestly, I have no idea. So this might be a little bit different. So, all right, so we see an Entei, we see an Araquanid, we see a Jellicent, we see a freaking that thing. So I only actually got one wrong. So he didn't bring the Regieleki, which is fair. Instead, he chose to bring Butterfree, which is fine, I guess. So yeah, Butterfree coming this week. Why not? So I got pretty much everything else right, though, which is kind of cool. There you go. So I think I got pretty much everything else right, so that's kind of neat. So what is his way that's going to be stopping Tricky Room? Do we just go the Indeedee hat route at the start? I think that's fine. Gastrodon in the back. Indeedee hat seems good. Let's see here. Drampa potentially could be good here. I'm feeling Conkeldurr for the freaking, yeah, I'm feeling Conkeldurr. I'm feeling Conkeldurr here. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good. We're just going to go with the simple strat right off the bat. Simple strat right off the bat. Words. Let's see. What do we see for a lead from our opponent? I didn't turn on music. Oops. All right, Entei and Araquanid. All right. Okay, doke. Well, I feel like, we can go for... Okay, so there should be nothing that the Entei can do to one-shot me. Is the Araquanid gonna go for anything else, though? I feel like I'm just gonna go for the safe play. I'm going for the follow me Trick Room. Boop, boop. I forgot to turn on music. I'm gonna have to edit in music for this one. Howl. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright. Leech Life, alright. Nom nom nom. That doesn't quite kill. That's fine. So we twist the dimension, so we see that it is offensive. Let's just go for the double expanding force. If he has the freaking wide guard, he does have the wide guard. Okay, something's going down here then, probably. All right, so there we go. So he does have the wide guard. So we've seen Leech Life, Expanding Force. I knew I should have gone for Expanding Force on that turn 1, just to get some big damage off. All right, that's fine. Iron Head into me. Okay, that lives. All right, well, what we have in the back should be fine here. I'm gonna go for a follow me. I feel like he might not. I want to freaking get an attack off. Oh, he's just gonna spam wide guard. So he's just gonna keep spamming wide guard. All right, that's kind of annoying. Well, we locked this thing in to keep it into freaking spamming whatchamacallit, so that's fine, I guess. This is fine. Because, I mean, what can he do to Gastrodon, right? What can he do to Gastrodon? I'm gonna Toxic that thing. I'm going to expand. I'm just gonna keep clicking Expanding Force. Because what can he do? We force it, as long as this is out on the field, we force him to keep clicking Expanding Force. So we might be in for like a slow game here. We keep forcing him to click wide guard, which is annoying, but now we know. So, and knowing is half the battle, right? That Entei shouldn't have anything that can really do anything to me. All right, that's fine. Yo, we get a big Expanding Force off into that Araquanid. Yum. Big damage right there. Let's go. And we get a Toxic off on it as well. Nice. Nice. Damage. Lum? Is he Lum? He's freaking Lum. Okay. He's freaking Lumberry. Sure. Okay, well that's a little bit annoying. Well, we have Conkeldurr. Trick Room is not over yet. Right? Yes, this is my last turn of Trick Room. So we can just fire off some attacks into that freaking Entei. I want to knock off the Entei. I want to see what that thing's doing. I'm going to double up into the Entei. Alright, so Hat Lead doesn't look great. Wide Guard, that's fine. This Entei is going to be taking some damage. Earth Power. Big damage. Citrus, okay. Well, then that means that this is weakened. Interesting. Okay. Sacred Fire? That's fine. Burn me, dude. Twisted Dimensions do return to normal. Weirdness. disappears. I should have Drain Punched, I guess. I'm going to Muddy Water. And I'm going to Protect. Nice. Leech Life. Nom nom. Damn, that did a lot of damage. That freaking Araquanid is annoying. Alright, there's the Entei. Down. Alright. I feel like we could do this better. We might be down and out this game. We might have a better chance next game. I should have thrown a little bit of EVs into Gastrodon so Gastrodon can more effectively wall this Araquanid. Butterfree comes out. Alright. Alright, we're going to recover. And we're going to knock off the Butterfree. Hurricane. Of course he hits. Alright, Leech Life. That does a lot of freaking damage. Alright. Well, we've shown him our entire moveset. Alright, I think we can take this on better in a game 2. Alright, we're just gonna scoop it here. We're gonna scoop it here, move on to a game 2. Alright, so how do we think he's gonna adjust? Like, this worked great for him. Freaking, why was it? Oh, it's so dumb. So dumb. Freaking Lumberry. He had to have he had to be Lumberry, didn't he? Alright. I can't believe also I forgot to put in the music, turn on the music too. That's fine. Alright. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? We could go Dusknoir. Because he wasn't all that concerned about stopping the Trick Room. Dusknoir, Gastrodon. Doesn't seem that bad. With Hat and Indeedee in the back, Conk didn't really do anything. Conk really didn't do that much. So I think actually this is fine. Alright, so we know that Araquanid's Lumberry, so I can't effectively stall it out, like I was hoping. I mean, we can eventually, but not that great. Alright. Araquanid Butterfree, alright. We frisk, we see a Lumberry and a Focus Sash, alright. I'm going to Poltergeist this and Muddy Water. That Butterfree might be going for a Sleep Powder, which is very, very annoying. Withdraws the Araquanid. Interesting. Ooh, if we get this off, that's going to be damage. Ooh, yes! Let's go! Let's freaking go! That's cool. Big damage. Room service! Yo! That did damage right there. That's what that did right there. That did freaking Damaggio. Alright, so we're gonna switch out Hat. And I'm gonna just keep trying to Muddy Water. Does it feel like maybe a Sleep Powder's coming my way? Hurricane. Hatterene avoids it. Strength Sap. Interesting. No! No. Yummy. Alright. Gastrodon wakes up, gets off a Muddy Water. That's water absorbed. That's relatively fine. Very nice. Get to break that sash, and now I'm going to go for an Expanding Force, and then, oh, wait, fight? No. I'm going to switch into Indeedee. And this is going to hurt. I don't think that there's any way that he can stop this. Hat is definitely bulky enough to take a freaking Shadow Ball. Hurricane into Hat. That did a lot, but Citrus Berry. Nom nom nom. Toxic. Okay, that's relatively fine. This is going to fucking hurt. Jelly lives. That's annoying. All right. Araquanid comes back out. I'm going to Trick Room. I'm gonna follow me. Bringing Diancie might have been good here. That would have been good. Wide guard, that's fine. See, as long as Hat is out here, it forces him to freaking have to Shrink Sap. That's relatively fine. That's not gonna, see, that's just not gonna recover that much too. Alright. He gets the room service, that's fine, I guess. Alright, so I actually kind of want Indeedee to go down here. I'm going to switch out into Dusknoir, and I'm going to follow me. Frisk, we see a Lumberry. Alright. He just got to keep spamming Wide Guard, doesn't he? Hex. Yep. Alright, I'm going to Poltergeist and Expanding Force. I feel like if this is it, if a turn that he doesn't go for Wide Guard, this is it. Giga Drain. Ooh, okay, so we know that this thing has Giga Drain and Toxic. H-Life into Indeedee. That's probably going to kill Indeedee this time. Yeah, it does. Crit. Yeah. Actually, that might, I might have lived because he was Howl boosted last time, wasn't he? It's not quite a 2-hit KO. I should have taunted. Why didn't I taunt? Oh man, that would have been so good. All right, how many turns of Trick Room do I have? I have one more turn, so I could taunt and protect. Hat's gonna go for protect. Oh, I should have taunted that turn. White guard. Nice. I don't think that he can kill me. That's fine. Does a lot. That recovers a lot, though. Alright, I think that's the damage that I needed, though. Oh, the weird. Oh, I timed my freaking expanding force wrong, though. Oh, Jesus, that sucks. I lost. I needed to taunt that turn. I didn't need to freaking. Oh my god. Because I timed the freaking. Yeah. Araquanid, man. Why didn't I bring Diancie? I could have brought Diancie. That was the problem. That was the misplay. I didn't bring Diancie. Like, I could have brought, like, Meteor Beam Diancie, gone into this Araquanid. I can potentially kill the freaking... Kill this thing. This turn. Leech Life. Alright. That's gonna do a lot, isn't it? Yep, it is. This should still kill, though. Yes, Poltergeist does still kill. Should, hopefully. It looks about the right damage. Oh my god, it didn't kill. It didn't freaking kill. Alright. Well, we could do this. And we could Dazzling Gleam. Now I don't have a lot of damage on the Jellicent. Alright, we knocked out the Araquanid, though. Hex. That's gonna almost kill me, actually. Wow, that didn't quite kill me. Dazzling Gleam. We just don't have enough damage for the to get on the Jelly. I needed to taunt that turn. I should have, like, I was right there. I should have checked how many turns of terrain I had left. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Entei comes out. That's nothing. Earth Power, the Entei. I need the Trick Room. Yeah. Iron Head, that's gonna kill that. I needed to taunt that turn. Or I needed the Jellicent to go down that turn. That. Oh my god, I'm so bad. And it's Citrus Berry, so it actually lives. And it's gonna have. That thing's gonna have Giga Drain, and I can't win. God damn it. I played this so poorly. I could have won. If I taunted that turn, I think I won. Oh, man. If I taunted that turn, I think I won. Because a big Expanding Force goes off, and then Gastrodon. I'm so mad at myself. I thought if I had one more turn of Psychic Terrain, or if I had taunted that turn. Dang it! Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Yeah, because Expanding Force would have been able to kill the freaking... Kill the Jellicent. Poltergeist could have picked up the KO on the freaking Araquanid. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Oh well, what you gonna do, right? So, GG though. I can only blame myself. I can only blame myself. That was just poorly played on my end. Oh well, what you gonna do? So, GG though to freaking James. You played well. I played like crap. Yo. So, anyway. Yeah. I will see you guys next time. Deuces.